Franki Russell, Miss Cosmo New Zealand!
What was your reaction when they offered you to represent New Zealand at the Cosmo National Competition?
So, I definitely was a bit hesitant. I mean, I wasn't that knowledgeable about Miss Cosmo. It's a brand new pageant. It's going to be their first pageant ever. So, especially with, I guess, my history of joining pageantry and maybe not turning out the way that I wanted it to, I did my research. I had to make sure I knew what I was getting myself into. And after learning about the core values of Miss Cosmo, and I really felt like I aligned with it when I saw they were all about unity. They were looking for that modern woman, and I felt like that's what I am too. So I was very excited to be with Miss Cosmo New Zealand.
Of course, we will support you, but do you believe in redirection?
I definitely believe in redirection. I mean, life is like a roller coaster. There's lows and highs, and I think nothing ever goes perfect, but maybe it can turn out even better than you hope for sometimes.
Well, yeah, best of luck.
Thank you.
Miss Cosmo's tagline is impactful beauty. I'd like to know what impact has your beauty made?
Well, I think whenever I see something beautiful, that makes me happy. So I think being well presented. So when you walk into a room, people want to hear what you have to say, because beauty is more than physical beauty. It's inner beauty and what you have to say. So I want to make sure that whenever I have something to say, it's meaningful and purposeful, and it's shining a light on the causes that I'm passionate about, like my advocacy, which is cyberbullying.
I'd also like to know, how do you plan to use the Miss Cosmo platform in case you win the title?
How do I plan to use it? I hope to use it for good. I hope to inspire women, maybe people that see themselves in me. I want to inspire and hopefully more Kiwi women join pageantry. I'm representing New Zealand, and I'm so lucky to also be half Filipina and then surrounded by amazing pageant makers here. And it feels like when you win a title, you're not just representing your country anymore, you're representing every woman. So I hope to shine that through.
Thank you very much and the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
From University Cosmo, so what are the adjustments you went through as far as your preparation and training?
So in terms of preparation, to be completely honest with you, after Miss Universe, it halted. It pretty much halted instantly. So I did not prepare. I didn't want to waste people's resources and time. As you know, it's an extensive journey to prepare for a pageant. So I was not preparing actually until recently when I found out about Miss Cosmo. It's been only a few weeks. I have to get everything prepared, from the pasarela to Q&A and the gowns. It's been, the last 3 weeks have been crazy, but I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I'm feeling the pain of learning how to walk properly, and I'm excited. You know, it really is going to be my first time to actually walk in a pageant, so it's yeah.
What idea would you like to showcase as a New Zealander?
I would just like to show my authentic self. I mean, we Kiwis are known to be all types of personalities. I think we're very relaxed, we'll get the job done. That's the Kiwi spirit, and I want to show that through. But I want to show all of me. I am Filipina and New Zealand, and I think that it shines through. That's what I want to bring. It's just myself.
What do people assume about you that isn't it true?
Dami! I feel like online, no, anything you read online. I mean, the internet is I mean, my advocacy is cyberbullying, so I've learned about it and the effects that there's a lot of fake news that goes around. So I feel like it's a good thing to remember with the internet is the internet can be forever. You should always think before you click. And when you're asking me what do people think about me that they may not know, I guess one that comes to mind is I feel like maybe people think things get handed to me easily, maybe because, you know, that I haven't worked hard for things, and I feel like that's completely not true, because behind closed doors, there's a lot of work that goes into every decision that I've made in my life. I mean, the chapter of me moving here to the Philippines is a big one that shaped my life into who I am now and why I'm standing here today.
Thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you.
What is the best part of competing with
two cultures as your background?
So the best part is, I guess, having a different perspective. I mean, when I came to the Philippines, I learned so much about myself and the world, and I think the advantage is, especially with the Philippines, we're like a powerhouse pageant country, and from gown designers to people who teach us how to walk. I mean, that's definitely an edge. I think is the Filipino side, and my Kiwi side is the way I guess I was raised and my personality, and just to be curious. I think it's a good combination.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
So what keeps you going when you want to quit?
When I want to quit, I think it's a very idea of I want to make my family proud. I want to one day have kids and tell them that their mother was a strong, powerful woman. I think it's that. Yeah, it's definitely just to make me and my family proud.
Frankie, what was the major adjustment you had to go through? Because you did mention there was a 3-month gap right after the first time you prepared for another pageant.
The adjustment, I think definitely I guess for lack of a better word, the controversy took up a lot of my time, so I wasn't able to mentally prepare because I didn't know that there was Cosmo was an opportunity. So as soon as the green light went with Miss Cosmo, it's been non-stop workshops, late nights, basically 101 pageantry, how to compete internationally in 3 weeks. That's what's happening right now. So I'm excited, and I feel like I'm just loving the momentum of it. It's like go, 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 and I just can't wait to get to Vietnam and meet all the girls. Yeah.
Hi Frankie, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being upfront about what you went through for the past few months. So I'm taking off from what Tita's question to you is. So at that time that you feel like the whole world is against you, the whole world is tearing you apart. How were you able to gather strength and look at the brighter side of things? Considering, of course, with what you went through, it was really painful.
How did I gather the strength? I felt like what happened, it really made me stronger. It made me braver. And it made me, it ignited a fire in me that I felt like, hey, sometimes it's okay to speak up and speak your truth. You don't need to hide under a rock and be embarrassed and be like, okay, I'm never gonna leave the house again. I think sometimes it's not about how you fall, it's how you get back up. That's the journey of life. It's not always gonna be the destination, it's what you go through, it shapes you. And it just made me more hungry for this next pageant, which is Miss Cosmo. So I'm excited.
So with that, what have you learned about yourself in that very particular trying time?
I think I'm a lot more resilient than I gave myself credit for. I think growing up, I feel a lot more mature as a woman now, and I feel I'm a lot more competitive than I realized too. I think if you met me through PVP, I was sort of just chilling and enjoying the experience. But I want to enjoy this experience, and I will, and I'll be very present. But why not go for the crown too?
Thank you.
And why should Miss Cosmo crown you as the inaugural winner?
I think Miss Cosmo should crown me because I have a story to tell. I want to make a difference. I want to make an impact. I want to show that you can be a modern woman and you can do anything that you put your mind to, and that all women are worthy of whatever it is that we want to do.